They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
Yo, fuck sickos, fuck the trolls, long live Ozzy, and yeah. Pack me a dip. Man, I haven't had a dip of chew in a hot minute. 1 second. Copenhagen, makes you feel alright, Copenhagen, makes you feel alright, that here pipe, man. Put that here pipe and smoke it, smoke it, smoke it. Put that here pipe, man. I'm like, like it or not? Put that here pipe and smoke it, smoke it, smoke it. Put that here pipe, man. Whether you like it or not. Put that here pipe and smoke it, smoke it, smoke it. Put that here pipe, man. Yes, yes, Queen Slay. 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 Also fuck rape. Copenhagen, Hagen, Hagen, Hagen. Makes you feel alright, right. Copenhagen, Hagen, Hagen, Hagen. Makes you feel. Who that did put you was kicking my ass? Bang, let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're going to jail.
I will never leave you two.
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law. I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my trailer again. You will be banned.
I'll beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Folks, let's switch scenes here. Here we go. Thank you for joining me on yet another Thursday for this frolic through the weirdo wonderland we call the internet, folks. We are getting down to the wire. Pretty soon it'll be time to announce the winner of the Golden Lulz Cow. Now, I'm a little late getting my Golden Lulz Cow trophy. I'm getting a little worried, as you may or may not know. There's a post office strike going on. I've been waiting on a T-shirt that's sitting in Toronto for like 3 weeks. So, but I'm hoping to get that going soon, folks. We got to make some hard decisions. Who's going to get it this year? And this year especially feels a little weird. You know, it's kind of like, you know, when you don't get any snow for Christmas, just doesn't sit right. We've been in a kind of a lulz deficit for the last few weeks. I've been complaining that, I mean, stuff's been going on, but usually leading up to Christmas, we usually get something big. And I'm just hoping this is the calm before the storm, because it's been pretty slim pickings out there. I mean, like I said, stuff's been going on, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like Christmas yet, folks. You know what I mean? But tonight we were able to scrape a little bit together. Feels like over the last few weeks it's just a little less and a little less. And this week, it's going to be a short one tonight, folks, because it just wasn't a whole lot. But we do have a couple things. Apparently, surprise, Reverend and SHANNY are still in the same house. They got busted on that. I'm going to show a video courtesy of Fat Photog and a little bit of rambling from Revelation. We'll check that out. Of course, have a little quick sampling of Targeted Citizen. We got some Cobra. All the usual players, I guess. We got EMO. He's got a video he's still standing, so we'll check that out. And we got a little bit of ranting by Vaughn. Ranting by the Vaughn, of course. Now, keep in mind, Vaughn had just put out a newest one. I think, was it this morning or last night? I think it was early this morning. But unfortunately, it's him ranting about vaccines for 3/4 of it, and I'm not even going to risk it. So we're not going to watch that one. But we got a little bit. We got a little bit, folks. We're here for a good time, not a long time. If you don't mind thumbsing it up and all that kind of stuff, I sure do appreciate it. If you want to contribute to the Golden Lulz Cow Trophy Fund to help me recoup some of the cost of getting the trophy, you can, of course, hit the PayPal link that is in the description or will be shared. And, of course, Super Chats if you want to do all that. But I'm just glad everybody's here. A thumbs up I'm happy with, folks. That's who could ask for any more for Christmas. And to start, actually, let's get our drink a-going. Let's get our drink a-going. I bought, yes, I did buy King cans this time. Bought a few King cans. Oh, there we go. Just chambered around. Folks, let's get our drinks poured. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There it is. Oh, yeah. That's it. Look at that. Fuck. That's a beauty right there, ladies and gentlemen. Have a little sippy sip right off the top here. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff right there, folks. Get your drinks, get your snacks. We are about to take off and rocket out of here. As I said, we're here for a good time, not a long time. So I sure do hope you appreciate the offerings. We're going to start our musical segment, quote unquote, off a little different. We're going to have another Walnut Grove special. This one was suggested by Lusty, so blame Lusty. But I'm sure it'll be fantastic, folks. The show starts right now.
One, two, three, 4, 5 rules on how to have a happier, more healthy relationship. You know, that's the key, YouTube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rules on how to have a happier, more healthy relationship. And, step 1, gotta rock yourself some tactical soap. Link description box below. Step 2, you gotta have respect for each other, you know? Step 3, never go to bed angry. Step 4, good communication is more important than good sex. And step 5, you gotta learn to boost each other by your strengths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rules on how to have a happier, more healthy relationship. You know, that's the key, YouTube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rules on how to have a happier, more healthy relationship. And if you want to make it about gender, or do you want to make it about we're both humans here, we're just trying to survive and help each other through each other's weaknesses, because having a weakness makes you human. Never go to bed angry. Good communication is more important than good sex. And keep doing your thing, YouTube fam. Slap it on some combination. You don't tell me what to do. Never go to bed angry. Good communication is more important than good sex. You gotta have respect for each other. You gotta rock yourself some tactical soap. Never go to bed angry. Keep doing your thing, YouTube fan. You gotta learn to rock yourself some tactical soap. Rules on how to have a happier, more healthy relationship. Step 1, you gotta rock yourself some tactical soap. Link description box below. Step 2, you gotta have respect for each other, you know? Step 3, never go to bed angry. You gotta learn to keep doing your thing. And never go to bed angry. Good communication is more important than good sex. You gotta have respect for each other. You gotta rock yourself some tactical soap. Never go to bed angry. Keep doing your thing, YouTube fan. You gotta learn to rock yourself some tactical soap. Step 4, good communication is more important than good sex. And step 5, you gotta learn to boost each other by your strengths and help each other through each other's weaknesses, because having a weakness makes you human. And we're both humans here, we're just trying to survive.
We'll be right back after these messages.
There's the drone, as always. Let me get up to speed here. Right beside me, following all along. And it'll be beside me over the bridge, and it'll be in front of me over the hotel, and then it'll go over top of the airport, then it'll go. I mean, it's always the same, guys. It's never ending. It's always the same. It's just always there. I couldn't find it last night, which was very strange. When me and Tina were riding together, I could not find it. Of course, I was driving and she was riding, but I could not find it while driving her car. It was a little cloudy last night. That may explain that. But you know, the cops that harassed me, How can they deny this drone is there? Why don't one of my followers call the Longview Police Department, talk to the chief, call the chief and say, why won't you investigate the drone? And if you know the drone's there, then why won't you help this man get free off of this program? Because it ain't me breaking the law. The 4th Circuit courts have ruled you must have a warrant for aerial spying. That ruling was like 3 years ago, and they still continue to spy. I mean, why? 10 years of surveillance. No, longer than that. Longer than that. Over 12 years of constant surveillance, and I haven't blown anything up yet. I ain't killed nobody. I mean, the only purpose would be to what? Drive me insane? We're almost there. Don't you find it ironic that the drone wasn't there the night I got attacked? Now, these drones were following me long before I moved to Longview. But still, if these cops really cared about their citizens, even me, one who besmirches them as much as I do, why wouldn't they ask questions? Why is this happening to him? If he's on a terrorist watch list, why is he on the terrorist watch list? What did he do to get on? Look, told you to be over the hotel, didn't I? That's the hotel. And there it is over the hotel. Now it'll be going towards the airport, see? So if I'm on a terrorist watch list, why? That's the question that no targeted individual can answer. Now, I've got some weird things in my past. My grandfather was a Purple Heart veteran. My other grandfather went AWOL because he didn't like war. So is it based on family? Or is it that I spoke out too much about 9/11? Because right after that's when all hell broke loose. So when I call out the government's terrorism, they start terrorizing me? Why me? Did my social security number just pop up and boom, you're it? Tag, you're it. I mean, seriously, what is the point? Just experimentation? And with Tulsi Gabbard taking over the DNI, they're not going to tell her this program's happening. No way they're going to admit, hey, yeah, we've been terrorizing America since, because guess what? When and if they would admit this thing is following me, if they would admit that, then everybody on YouTube and everyone in the audience, you have to believe everything I've told you. When I tell you somebody's breaking in my house, then you're going to have to just suck it up and say, well, yep, that's a drone. He's being followed. He's not crazy. I mean, if I'm crazy, then tell me why I've got an imagination that puts a light in the sky that leads the way. See, and they like to get you on those little points. The trolls, well, that thing ain't following you. Looks like it's in front of you. Well, when you're under surveillance, and no matter where they're at, the whole point of stalking and surveillance is they watch your every move. See, that's the airport directly ahead. You guys know it. See, it's over the airport right now. So how can they have clearance to have that over the airport unless what? It's government-owned drone. Directly over the airport. That is the airport. So somebody mark the time right now. Mark your time right now. Call the Hickory Regional Airport. Put in an emergency phone call. Call the tower and say, check the radar and who is that operating that drone at this exact time? Because I know it's got to show up on their radar. It's got to. So tell them who is operating that drone. If it's a federal agency, then we need to know so we can FOIA it. I mean, here I am. That's the airport. There's the drone. You're just following that drone home. Yeah, that drone just happens to go the exact same way I do to go home. Okay. I mean, do you realize it's been probably 10,000 videos of me recording drones stalking my every move? See, there's the airport. So mark this time down and say, what is that object in the air that follows this man everywhere? And they know me. I mean, they know. They tried to trespass me from the airport when I went over there asking questions. And for all those guys that's in the comments talking about flight plans and this, that, and the other, I interviewed a pilot, and until he actually saw it for himself, he was denying it. Well, no, I take flight training there, and they're all good. They're not following you. And then I know that he saw a pattern of the same guy all the time leasing that plane. Why leasing? Because it's a front company for the feds. Just like the videos I've shown you from the news. You can type it in Google right now, say, FBI using Cessnas to spy on American citizens, and it'll be like 10 articles on the evening news from 2014 to 2015. But, and here's the thing. Every time I show one bit of proof and another bit of proof and another bit of proof, then they'll always move the goalpost. Well, you're not a man. You're not a white man. You're not a white Southern man. You got the wrong. It ain't you. It can't be you. It's this. It's that. It's the other. That ain't really happened in your imagination. I mean, they move the goalpost so much. When how much more proof can you have than this? When I stop, it's still. Oh, I'm so sick of hearing myself. Look at this jackass gonna go. Look, gonna pass me in a no passing zone. That's nice of you. I hate having to drive this truck. I hate shifting gears. I love my little Range Rover. Man, it's broke down. But the Lord are just gonna have to provide. I'm dependent on the good Lord. At the same time, I'm dependent on Him. The Lord's gonna have to bless me with enough money to pay off this ticket. And everybody going to pray together. They're going to find me not guilty of the crimes they've accused me of. Because talking is not resisting. And I got the case law on that as well. Talking in itself is not resisting arrest. When you pull on an old man that can't hardly move, and you're pulling against his weight, and he don't know that's the way you're pulling it, then when you cause the stiffing, how can you blame me for supposedly stiffing? He got stiff. Grab me somewhere else and see if I'm gonna get stiff, big boy. My goodness, this is insanity. Insanity. And what's the purpose? It just so happened to be right after I started talking about BlackRock. As soon as I start talking about BlackRock, this little bitch cop decides, well, that's gonna be my mark. Remember, because they got me back when the trooper pulled me, I cussed him. Then they sent another trooper to pull me over my driveway. I mean, it's nonstop. They love arresting me or pulling me over in my driveway. That makes them feel good. Why? Because it gives them an easier excuse to kill me when they get me at home. Anywho, as you see, it's still there. The whole entire time. It stays the same exact distance from me at all times. Look at all the damage the Mexicans took down another tree. Look at that. They took down the one that was right here in the front. Look at all that brush. See? Took down another one. They're taking every tree down on that entire yard. See? Here's the drone. Now it will sit there all night long until first thing in the morning when the sun comes up, and it will be gone. So the days of people saying, oh, that's Pluto, oh, it's Mercury, it's Venus, it's all these other planets, the days of that are over. Those trolls finally disappeared because they realized, you're dumb. You're dumb. See ya. I'm done.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Folks, the big iced tea taste test is history, and the clear winner is
Kratom tea. Kratom tea.
Gotta be this red blend makes it taste so good.
see how satisfying iced tea can taste.
I'm gonna drink it down, funky town. Freedom. It's your boy King Cobra back at it with another video. It was Ozzy Osborne's birthday yesterday, and I spent the day getting drunk and eating a fat burrito. What was the drink combo? We're going to recreate it. As far as the burrito goes, I already ate it. So for starters, Jessica Boyle wants to say all this shit about me on her channel. Like, I don't see your Ozzy knuckles, for one, Jessica, and two, it's like, you're just saying this crap because you're bitter about the breakup. Her obsession with me is cute, but she'll never get closure for the breakup, and it's low-key pissing her off, so she's gonna sit here do anything she can to get me to lose my shit on camera, and be like, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, don't give her the satisfaction.
Yeah, happy birthday, Ozzy. I wasn't gonna go live today. I am only doing it for Ozzy.
Like, Jessica's just doing this crap to fucking get a reaction. And all these assholes texting me like, oh, you didn't go live on Ozzy's birthday. You're not a real fan. I'm like, y'all are more obsessed with me than she is. Like, oh, you didn't go live on Ozzy's birthday. It's because I didn't want to deal with a bunch of fucking assholes talking shit on Ozzy Osborne on his birthday. And then, well, why didn't you just turn off comments then? Well, then that's not fair to my fans who want to interact with each other while I go live. So it's kind of like, what do you do? So, you know what? Just take the day off from making videos and focus on you. I pretty much spent the whole day drinking, eating a burrito, and listening to Ozzy's music. I did order Ozzy a pretty sweet birthday gift, not gonna lie. But that's for neither here nor there. And it doesn't matter how much money I spent on it, but I did spend a little bit over $100 on it. And I love me some Jack. The Ace of Spades! Everyone's all sitting there like, oh, Josh, you see what Jessica said on her stream? And I'm like, I don't care because I don't watch her streams.
I don't listen to Ozzy. And just like, you don't beat your little meat because you can't even reach it. We're gonna do some Ozzy makeup. I don't know how to do Ozzy makeup, but we're gonna do it regardless.
And we're going to hit that Jack Daniels with some champagne because I'm bougie like that. Then we're going to hit it with some Angry Orchard hard apple cider. Oh, shit. And, of course, I did that. That's all good. Still got a little bit left. It's all good. I knocked it over. I'll get it cleaned up. What do you do? It happens. Samuel Smith is an English brewed beer. It's brewed in England. I'm going to pour it into our drink combo just like that. No, just ignore Jessica Boyle, because she's sitting here, she talked so much shit on Ozzy Osbourne when we broke up because she was bitter about the breakup and because she's got mental problems.
Wow.
That Jessica Boyle's more mentally insane than Ozzy Osbourne is, and it's fucking sad. And she's only doing it because she wants me to lose my shit and, like, call her a bunch of nasty names. Like, she's so desperate, fake, and pathetic and insufferable. It's just, ugh. And then my fans will fucking text me as soon as she says it, and it's like, I don't care what the fuck she says. I'm trying to fucking ignore her. And that's kind of hard to do when people keep tattletaling on her, like, oh, did you see what your ex-girlfriend did? And it's like, I don't care. I'm trying to enjoy Ozzy Osbourne's birthday, get drunk, eat a fat burrito, listen to his music, leave him the fuck alone. But I don't see Jessica Boyle with her Ozzy knuckles. My last girlfriend prior to Jessica tattooed these knuckles on me, and they faded, and I didn't care because I was the fourth person she tattooed. I was just trying to support her at the time. And my YouTube trolls bullied the fuck out of her until she broke up with me. Just keep doing my thing and fuck the haters and fuck my ex-girlfriend. And long live Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of fucking Darkness. I hope he makes it to a fucking 100+, gets back on stage, and keeps making music. And I wore my favorite Ozzy Osbourne t-shirt, too, for the occasion. It's got a cobra on the front. I own several versions of this t-shirt. Like, this is the same... Long live Ozzy. This is the same fucking t-shirt. Like, I wear this t-shirt a lot because I own several pairs of it.
Okay, anyways, we have to play Ozzy, okay? It's his birthday. We can't forget it. This is a holy day in the world of musicians and dark princes all over the world.
Jessica Boyle's fucking insufferable. She doesn't play guitar. She doesn't have Ozzy knuckles. And it's not about who's Ozzy's biggest fan. It's about a lot of people support him. And she's just saying this crap on YouTube because she wants attention and she's bitter about the breakup. Like, I was listening to Ozzy Osborne for a long time before I ever fucking met her, so she is dumb. You bought Ozzy Osborne a birthday gift? Yes, I did. And I spent a little bit over $100 on it, but when dealing with a psycho ex-girlfriend like Jessica Boyle, I've learned to just not let her shit get to me. She's insufferable, nobody likes her, she's just bitter about the breakup, and she'll never get over me. It's fucking sad. Oh, like, well, Jessica liked what I provided. She should have thought about that before biting the hand that feeds.
Okay, well, I know you have a whole fucking database, bitch, so don't get me fucking started.
Don't bite the hand that feeds, YouTube. In fact, I feel sorry for Ozzy Osborne because his first daughter's name is Jessica. I feel sorry for Ozzy Osborne because his first daughter's name is Jessica. I'm like, from his first marriage, I'm like, oh, you poor thing. You share the same first name as my psycho ex. That sucks. Like, I don't give a shit what Jessica's doing, man. Just fucking leave me alone. Leave her alone and quit fucking encouraging her delusional bullshit. You people are fucking disgusting. If Jessica Boyle was more sane of mind, you'd be bullying her away from me, but you know she's fucking got mental problems. Because you know she's got big mental problems, and you're going to encourage it because it creates more drama in my life, and you get to fuck with her too. It's psychologically disgusting. Like, you don't see me bullying Bjork on her birthday, because that's Jessica's favorite singer. And honestly, I feel sorry for Bjork because Jessica's obsessed with her. Also, Ozzy Osbourne could outdrink Bjork any fucking day. And yesterday when I was trying to film Ozzy's birthday video, I kept overthinking it, trying to be funny and witty, but it just came off as super cringe. So I'm like, you know what? So I took a day off from filming videos to enjoy Ozzy's birthday and a sweet drink combo. Sorry. My fucking trolls need help. They're equally as messed up and obsessed as Jessica is with me, and it's not healthy, dude. I like how Jessica Boyle can talk mad shit about Ozzy Osbourne because she knows I'm one of his biggest fans, and she bitter as fuck about the breakup. And then turn around on his birthday and make it all about her and say Josh isn't a real fan. Right. Where your fucking Ozzy Knuckles baby doll?
Oh, and we can't forget Mama, I'm coming home.
Do you have any tattoos repping your boy? Because, you know, you can fuck off. Jessica Boyle, you can fuck right off. Jessica Boyle has hit the wall. She's approaching box wine in Catland. Stop. Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Dun, 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 dun. Stop. And that's the thing of it. I don't act like I'm the coolest fan he has because I can sing like the Beatles and I shred guitar. Like, fuck off. It's not about that, dude. That's what Jessica doesn't get. Sitting here like, oh, I'm a bigger fan than Joshy. I'm going to say this crap because I'm bitter about the breakup. And I miss his dick, but I'm not getting it back. She's never going to get fucking closure for the breakup. And, I think that's the fucking best burn you can give someone.
Is your brain growing like Josh's, like peanut brain? His peanut brittle? His peanut... Josh's peanut brittle brain? Poor baby. Where's my Josh? Where's my Josh?
And you know she's bitter about the breakup, otherwise she wouldn't go on stream and talk all this shit about Cobra not being Ozzy's biggest fan and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, ugh, internet drama. What's she gonna do when I get a protection order against her sorry ass? Because she'll straight up go to jail if she talks about me after that's placed. And then what? And it's sad that I have to consider getting a protection order against Jessica Boyle. It's beyond fucking sad. Everyone wants to accuse me of stalking, but it's like, you want to see what stalking looks like. I looked past Jessica's crazy shit at first because I was getting pussy. And I'm like, the world just seemed to be mad at me for it, that despite the way I look with my hair thinning and my disgusting ass teeth, I can still pull more pussy than my trolls, and it pisses them off. So what do? They gotta bully Cobra for shit he's not into. It's just sad. It's fucking sad. I can already see the fucking comments that people would make too if I would have gone live on Ozzy's birthday YouTube, and I just didn't want to deal with it. I don't want any negativity towards the man on his birthday. And it's like I had to pretty much spend the entire day ignoring my YouTube trolls blowing up my phone with the stupidest of text messages. Because that's the thing of it. My YouTube trolls and my ex-girlfriend are obsessed with me, and it's not healthy. It's more unhealthy than my drinking. Ozzy will get back out on stage. You wait and see, man. Stem cell research and all that. Fuck the asshole who fucked up Ozzy Osborne surgeries. You got one job. That means you can't perform surgeries, YouTube. Go fucking flip some burgers at Wendy's for fuck's sake. Like, oh, Cobra didn't do a video for Ozzy's birthday. What a piece of shit. He's not a real fan. Oh my god. Fuck off. Like, sitting there like, oh, you didn't do anything. Okay, you know what I did yesterday for Ozzy's birthday? I ordered him a sick gift, and then I fucking ate a huge-ass burrito, and I spent the entire day drinking and smoking cigarettes. Like, what the fuck did you do for Ozzy Osbourne's birthday, fucker? You didn't drink champagne and whiskey mixed with beer and hard cider, did you? Because I know I did. I'm like, the fact that if I would have repeated the drink combo I had before his birthday, it would have been kind of low-key lazy. So I'm like, let's do a fancier drink combo with similar ingredients. Because everyone thinks I'm just a smelly, disgusting alcoholic. And it's like, you know what? Fuck them. Fuck them. Like, I don't go out of my way to harass my YouTube trolls or Jessica for her idols or their idols or any of it, you know. It's the whole thing's a bit stupid, to be honest. I got a bit too drunk yesterday to do the video because I was overthinking shit. I mean, like, I don't want to come off as cringe. I don't want to insult Ozzy on his birthday, for fuck's sake. Just do my thing and don't overstress it, I guess. Jessica, where the fuck are your Ozzy Osbourne knuckles? You don't have Ozzy Osbourne knuckles, do you? No, you don't. These are permanent. The story behind them, it's like, you can't compete with that. And on top of it, it's like, you know what? She needs to get over me, dude. But it's Ozzy Osbourne's birthday, and I've been drinking since before his birthday, during his birthday, and now after his birthday, so don't fucking sit here and tell me shit. Hey, Cobra, you better stop drinking. I get texts like that all the time, and it's like, fuck the trolls. Long live Ozzy and fuck the trolls, man. It's like, what'd you do for Ozzy Osbourne's birthday? And I'm like, created a sick drink combo, ate a fat burrito, pretty much spent all day listening to his music. The only reason why I celebrate December is because of Ozzy Osbourne's birthday in the first place. Jessica's taken the breakup super hard, and it's kind of sad, to be honest. And people are sitting there, she's sitting there on camera, everyone's talking shit on Cobra. Like, what'd you do for Ozzy Osbourne's birthday? And I'm like, I'll tell you what I did. I fucking drank some alcohol and ate a fat burrito. And jammed out his music. The fuck did you do? That's my ringtone every time I get a text message. It goes, "Ooga!" like a Model T horn. Fuck anti-Semitism. Thank you. That's the one thing I would say to Ozzy Osbourne, to be honest, is sorry for my ex-girlfriend and my stupid YouTube trolls. You don't deserve this. Like, what'd you do for Ozzy Osborne's birthday, Cobra? I'm like, I'll tell you what I did. I repeated it several times in this video. I ate a huge ass burrito and drank some delicious alcohol drink combo action. What the fuck did you do? My phone blows up all day. It's either a fucking fan texting me or a fucking troll, and it's like, fuck it. Deal with it as it goes. It's like, Cobra, what'd you do for Ozzy's birthday? I'm like, dude, I drank a drink combo with pink champagne and Jack Daniels and an English beer and some apple cider. Hard apple cider. Mr. Take a Train. $7 in the morning. Bloody good. If I spend the next 3 to 4 days celebrating Ozzy's birthday, because I'm burning off all the alcohol that I bought, by drinking it, and that's the thing about drink combos, is that there's an infinite amount of combos you could make. Like, what are you doing, Cobra, for Ozzy's birthday? And like, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Drinking some alcohol, smoking some tobacco, fucking eating a fat burrito. Cobra, what are you doing for Ozzy's birthday, you fucking asshole? And it's like, a couple of my fans are like, Cobra, you should get a black cat with green eyes. And I'm like, I thought about it, but, you know, losing Puff was really hard on me, man. So it's gonna take a hot minute for me to, like, I gotta, like, cope with the grief the best way I can. Yeah, Matt Locomotive fucking kicks ass. I left, like, certain items in the window. Left the window open and let nature's air chill it, make it cold. So this pink champagne has been chilled by Mother Nature and not by, you know what I'm saying.
Back after these messages.
I should have been entitled to make this channel where I could have made money. But no, that four-eyes, ugly, disgusting little prick by the name of Shiva had to get me demonetized. You know, I'm going to purposely live on the government's dime. I'm going to purposely collect food stamps. I'm going to purposely live on your tax dollars. Do you know, Dragonite, one time restreamed one of my broadcasts and made almost $1,200 in super chats? Yeah, Dragonite, stealing my content, one broadcast, over $1,200 in revenue. That could have been mine, should have been mine.
All right, folks.
We'll be right back after these messages.
We're actually just going to hold on before we get into this segment. Let's see what Emo's been up to. I wasn't able to download the video because it's age restricted. But we'll just watch it. We'll get our lulz milk straight from the teat. So we're not going to watch this whole thing. We'll skim through. I have no idea what it's about. I'm still standing, so I'm sure it's him ranting about something. But I guess we'll soon find out, folks. Thumbs it up and stick around. We got more to come.
You can never know what it's like. Your blood like when it freezes just like ice. There's a cold and lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the...
All right, so there we go. There we go. All right. So just a little taste of that song. that's being a dick now and buffering. So we'll play a little taste of it again.
Know what it's like. Your blood like when a freeze is just like ice. There's a cold and lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the.
All right. And the video is buffer, which is a good thing because I don't want to play the whole fucking video again and get a fucking strike. But you get the gist. That's the song. Still Standing by Elton John. You get the little gist, the little pun, the little effect. I'm not going to be on here very long. This is just a quick update. So basically, as the song just said, I'm still standing. Okay. Still have the bracelet on from the hospital. This is where the fucking IV thing was. That was the IV. So, but there is a negative side to today's surgery, which I will get into in a minute. But we kind of knew it already. We knew it already. It wasn't a fucking surprise. Okay? It was not a fucking surprise. Yeah, that friggin' stuff they give you when they fucking put you to sleep and they put that fucking thing on your your face. That's why my voice is all fucked up right now. But we knew this going in to the procedure. The doctor said, EMO, that kidney stone is gigantic. He says, I am going to try to remove whatever I can. He says, I'll keep working out. He says, basically, I was his only patient of the day. I was also his last patient. Now everybody's going to say, Emo, what the hell are you talking about? You were his last patient. I will get into that in a minute. He says, I will get in there and we'll start jackhammering that fucking thing with the laser beam. He says, I will do as much as I can, depending on the density. We know the size. We already knew the size. It was gigantic. But he says, depending on the density and whether or not the thing breaks up or not, depending on how hard it takes to break that stone apart. He says, sometimes they look bad. And they look bad and big and everything else. And he says, I get in there with the laser and they just disintegrate. He says, other times they'll be fucking dense and I remove what I can. And then you're going to have another procedure to have the rest of it moved. So, to make the long story short, just as he predicted, because he worked on me. Oh, why is that open? Oh, I thought my weed was open, but it's the way the package looks. Duh. I thought I left it open this morning. So the bad news is it was dense. He knew there was a possibility that we would have to go in there with a second day surgery and smash out the rest of it. And that's where we are now. He got what he could in the time constraint that he could. And like I said, I was his only patient today that he had to operate on. I was the only one on his docket. And I was also this doctor's last patient. Because as of today was his last day as being a surgeon. He retired. I was his last patient
before he retired. That's right. So in his long career of doing surgeries, because he not only did kidney surgeries, but he did other stuff. Because today was his last day in the ER. Tomorrow they're throwing a bash for him. Because tomorrow is his last day. He's all done. As of tomorrow, he's retired. That's it. The end of like a 40-plus year career. And I was his last patient. The last one of these he did. Because he retires tomorrow. As of 5 o'clock tomorrow night, he's no longer a doctor. Practicing doctor. He'll always be a doctor because he's got his doctorate. But as of 5 o'clock tomorrow, he's done. That's it. End of career. The guy's a senior citizen now. It's time for him to retire. The next doctor that's taking over for him is in his 30s. So there is another doctor that's taken over the practice. A new, younger apprentice that's been working with my doctor for the last few years in the same office. And that younger guy is going to take over the medical practice. And the doctor I had today is retiring. So I was his last surgery. The last surgery he ever did. So, and like I said, I'm not mentioning no names. I've already talked about the surgery public that I was having my surgery today. So because I didn't mention any doctors' names and I didn't get into details, I just told you the gist of the story. I don't want to hear the trolls say, well, you're violating the doctor's HIPAA by telling everybody he retired. No, everybody in town knows he's retiring, so it's not a surprise. Nobody told you his name and where his practice was.
All right, I think we get the gist of what's going on. I wonder how many times. I'm going to skip ahead. I'm going to see how many times he keeps repeating this fucking thing.
And all that shit. I'm still here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in and supporting me. Even the trolls today. Because, like I said, this is another thing that's going on in my life. And, it involved medical shit, but you know what I'm trying to say. This last couple of days, I've been having like a ceasefire with the trolls. I haven't been aggravating them, and hopefully they won't aggravate me because, when you're going for surgery and shit, you feel like shit. And the last thing I wanted to do with the last couple of days is fight with trolls. So that's why I said I'm like in ceasefire mode. I don't have it in me right now to go attack this one and have this one attack me. So as you can tell by these last few streams, they kind of been mellow, they kind of been calm, they kind of been chill. And so that's why I said even the trolls, if they were rooting for me for the to get through the surgery, I appreciate the trolls. I'll say that in light of what's going on. I appreciate all the viewers. I appreciate the supporters. And even as of right now, because of this current situation, I'll even thank the trolls for being there, for viewing the content, for supporting the content. And I want to thank everybody, whether it's a troll, enemy, or foe. I want to thank you all for taking the time to ride this journey with me as I did this surgery. And you guys stay safe
Be well. Take care of yourself and each other. And we'll get you on the next one. I'm going to go get something to eat. Then I'm probably going to take a shower. And then I'm going to bed. Bed now.
But he goes on for like another hour and 10 minutes after this.
Oh, I will say this is funny. The doctor comes in.
Oh, here we
And
go.
he's like, "Are you ready for your surgery?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He says, "Okay, we'll be ready in about a half hour. Would you like to watch the TV?" So I turned on the hot TV at the hospital, and I turned on the Paw Patrol. And I started fucking laughing. This is why I like Marshall of the Paw Patrol. Because that one is a klutz. He's skiing down a ski slope or snowboarding down a snow slope. Is fucking klutz, and he just fucking trills. Rolling and rolling and rolling. It's funny, and I just want to, eat dinner, take a shower, throw the fucking Paw Patrol on, and fucking relax tonight. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. If it sounds wild and crazy, I don't feel like that fucking tooth was just removed. I feel fine. Oh, my face feels good. One of these is a pain pill. I'm not gonna tell you which one. So we have backups for later when this shit wears off. Okay? So we have backup. Hi, Minnie. So, anyways. Oh, yeah. All right, I guess I'll let the cat out of the bag. When the pain wears off, we have this. I just had it turned back on. We have this special beauty for later. Starts with an H. Okay. Try not to show any information. You see what I'm showing you? I know which one that is. One for the oxycodone. One of these, which I'm not going to right now, and it shows up in one of my fucking blood tests. I'm in fucking breach of contract with the fucking doctor. I'd be in breach of contract. Because you're not, even though she prescribed them and they're a couple years old, they're not on the current contract. You see what the problem is? So I'd have to go back and I would have to bring her this bottle and say, "See, remember when you gave me these? I was in dire pain one night and I took one." I'd probably have to remind her because I don't like taking pills. This right here is what you call Flexerol. This is supposed to be a 1 month supply. I've had this prescription of Flexerol for almost a year because I don't take it unless I need it. There's a cyclobenzaprine known as Flexerol. This is a subscription that fucking was filled almost a year ago, and it was a 1 month supply, but yet I still got fucking pills in it because I don't abuse medication. On January 19th, me and Mike will have been married, let me see, 12 fucking years. January 19th to 2025 will be me and Mike's 12th fucking wedding anniversary. 1/2/12. Also, June, June, when we get to June, in about 6 or 7 months here, when we get to June, June 26th, June 26, 2025. When we hit June 26, 2025, gay marriage in the United States of America will be legal for 10 fucking years. Also on that date, my mother will have died and been dead for 10 years. That's what gets, that's a date that, you know, makes me happy and makes me sad at the same time, because we got gay marriage. We had it federally recognized, where it was recognized, and
okay, we get it.
he strikes cigarettes, because that is what my mother's, like I said, right now I'm feeling no pain, but that doesn't mean when that can, I don't know, I might still be under pain medication, so I don't know if I'm gonna feel a slap later and be like, oh God, I'm in pain, when the fucking shit wears off. I'm sure that's gonna hit, you know, making fun of Cypress Hill. When the shit wears off, you better get ready, because I know it's probably gonna hit me like a ton of bricks. But we were the first gay marriage license issued in Mexico, Maine. That's what we were. We were the first ones. We were the first one, me and Mike. And did your best man, what's his name, Josh again? I think Josh might have had a drink, but he had to drive an hour back to the Lewiston, Auburn area, so he didn't really want to get fucking tuned up in the snowstorm. But that's the truth behind that wedding video, or why it looks so desolate, like nobody's there, because I had to, of all nights, God had to pick a goddamn snowstorm to fuck with my money. See, this is the shit I'll never forget, which is owned by Swans. And no, I didn't get it delivered at the truck. I bought this at the regular supermarket, because you can buy fucking Swans products in the store. If you buy the anything by Barber Foods, you know, similar to like, you know, a hair cutter, Barber Foods, but spelled a little different. I'm talking to the guy, and he's like, did you know that Red Baron Pizza is really us? Did you know that Barber Foods is really us? And that's what I was ordering off the truck 90% of the time. I was ordering the fucking deep dish pizza. I was ordering the fucking French bed pizza. And I was ordering the fucking cordon bleus. That was 90% of my fucking order right fucking there. And then she says, and she looks at it, she's like, can I help you, sir? Yes. I want, how did he say it? Entertained us and gave us a lot of great shit. You know, you can't duplicate that shit, people. Decreased. Now everybody's gonna say, Emo, what the fuck do you mean decreased? Your goldfish is decreased. Okay? And then Bill Cosby Huxtable goes, you mean deceased there? Deceased. Another little fucking memory of it. You know, I'll always remember the Cosby Show. So I don't know if I brought back a memory, but yeah, that's what she says. Oh, Rudy, your fish is decreased.
All right, so I think we get the gist. This is what Emo's been up to. He's had a surgery. He's on pills. He's got probably expired medication he's dipping into. Very enlightening, very enlightening. Let's move ahead here. This is Fat Photog's take on the recent Shanny and Rev situation. Folks, stick around. We got more to come. Thumbs it up, all that good stuff.
Last time on Shanny Ball Z.
Coming up next on C. Chud, the congressional hearing on Shanny H. Christ's living situation.
They're haters and they don't need to know what the truth is from the lies. Because they don't know what the truth is from the lies because they've been in a way of confusion for so long. Never said I wasn't a hotel ghostwriter.
Shit. Got your ass.
You understand what I mean? I'm going to be as comfortable as possible. I'm going to get a new pack of cigs. Yeah. You done? No, I love watermelon. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. I'm literally like talking to myself in the background. I went into that room to get some cigarettes, right? And I heard this video. I'm watching UFO videos. Okay, you want to hear something amazing, guys? They are talking about UFOs, UAPs, all over now. Mainstream news, mainstream everything. Okay? This is insane. So I was walking through there and I heard, my God, there was another sighting. I think it's in Manchester, England. No. I'm like, no. I looked it up real quick on my phone, and yeah, it's true. Guys, so who am I? Who is Jason William Egroff? I'm a reverend. I love Jesus. And I was a watchman on the wall for 4 full years. And I drank and smoked, but I didn't sin. I didn't sin. That's just the truth. And now, with time apart from my loved one, and that's coming to an end, I think. I feel myself, I think, if Shanny will have me, I think we're going to be getting back together pretty soon. Because I've been feeling her so strong, and I think we're both missing each other.
Next time on Shanny Ball Z.
This is a doggy treat. Yes, this is for clicks and views. So this is a reverend trying a doggy treat. That's not unpleasant at all. It really isn't. Hi, watermelon. Gavin wouldn't eat it, and neither would watermelon, so I'm trying a doggy biscuit. It's not bad at all. It kind of tastes like a little fiber chew or something. Yeah, it ain't bad. There you go. Hello, everybody. This is the Reverend JWE here. And my tag on here is at RevJWE. That's me. I wanted to first of all thank everybody for the wonderful response of coming to sub to me on the channel. I really appreciate that. I just hit 1K. And I want to thank everybody that's here. Now, this is going to be a freedom of speech channel. I got a little weak, and I saw a comment I didn't like, and I banned a couple people, but I have nobody banned now. Everybody's allowed to comment.
I need G-Man. Someone get a hold of G-Man now.
Buddy from the outside chat donated $5 through Super Chat. How did we never get a Rasta Man Rev Arch?
That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. It would suit the whole situation, that's for sure. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, folks.
Amendment, and you have a right to say what you want to say. So why am I making this video? This is not a news video. This is not a video that I like to do. Thank you for the 1,000 subs, guys. God bless you. This is not the type of video that I like to do, but I know that I have to, because if I'm going to try and come back into the fold of Bible prophecy and let's say truth media, that type of channel, which is where I want this to go. I want to come back as that, but just my name instead of Revelation News. But Revelation News is a trademark. I never got press credentials, but there's other people that have gone under the moniker of either Revelations News or Revelation News. So I'm going to be just my name, which I think is a lot better for me because, going under a moniker can be, well, people can steal it that want to defame you. And I would like to really address that deal right now. There's an acquaintance of mine that I won't even mention his name anymore, that took my name for a while and was doing slanderous, horrible content about me and my girl Shannon, who right now we're separated. I don't even call her my ex. I don't call her my ex because she's not. We're just separated. This man did horrible content, and also, if you look up my name now on YouTube, either Revelation News or Jason William Egroff, I mean, you're going to get such disgusting, slanderous, untrue, twisted narratives about who I am and my girl is, my separated, but
because I'm like a stuffed turkey for Thanksgiving.
You're gonna see a lot of this.
Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
Daddy Petty Patch Adams has just donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Hopefully we don't get the XXX Rasta Rev movie.
Oh, jeez. I could only imagine. We can only imagine. Maybe with them, quote, getting back together. You never know. You never know, folks. Reach for the stars. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
Stuff. And I just want to kind of explain what's happened to me since, let's say, 2016, because that's when I was still around. I disappeared from YouTube. It was like around the same time that Alex Jones got popped with the Sandy Hook lawsuit. I got popped with 3 X's on my channel because I was very much wrapped up with InfoWars. Owen Schroyer, well, if I would have been him because I was offered that position by Alex. But I decided to continue to expand my own show, and he agreed that that was the best thing to do, Alex himself, and his producers said, yeah, you go on your own way, you do your show, and we can collaborate. It never happened that we collaborated openly on his show, but I was certainly in contact with the top people at InfoWars, and I was in the consideration of being an employee, a credentialed journalist through InfoWars, because InfoWars, regardless of what you believe about the organization, it was a press-credentialed, legitimate journalist organization. Okay, now they're owned by The Onion, and they're going to be made a joke of because Alex misstepped a few ways, and the biggest one I would say, and this is all due respect to you, Alex, supporting Trump was a huge mistake because all this happened under Trump. Him going through this horrible kangaroo court, fake bullshit charges that he had on him by the Sandy Hook families, where Alex Jones never once said, you know, quote unquote, no children died. He never said that, because the way false flags work, yeah, they kill people. The point is that it wasn't organic in the way that the mainstream media wanted you to perceive it, and that was definitely true. You just Google the name Wolfgang Helbig, and I'll leave it at that, okay? I need to address what's gone on with my name and my life. I got with Shanny on March 7th of 2017. Her husband cheated on her, and I agreed that if something happened with them, that I would stand up and be a male to pick up the pieces. And that's what I did. And me and Shanny got together then, and we were together until recently. And what you guys have to understand, the Christians, you're going to see a lot of bad stuff about me out there, but you have to understand that it's all twisted and it's all manipulation by them to literally destroy a person's life, because that's their main motivation. I believe 100%, and they could deny it all day, that these people are Satanists, that they gang stalked Shannon from the time that she became a Christian in around 2011, 2012. She became a believer. And I believe her family was wrapped up with Satanist ties. And I have proof of this that I won't discuss because that's her personal business. But I've been gang stalked by Satanists, and they ruined my finances in Colorado. I went out to Colorado to get sober because I was drinking way too much. And Shanny suggested, let's go to another state, because you're never going to get sober in this state because alcohol is it's everywhere here, which she was correct. So we dropped everything one night, didn't even turn off the air conditioners, and left for Colorado. And I was out there for 3 years. But in the course of the time there, they harassed us continually with our landlords, calling them and telling them all kinds of lies, like we're rug dealers, we make bombs, we're terrorists. And they got us swatted. What the worst was at the Habitat, and they got us swatted, 15 police cars, fire engine, absolutely insane. And they did this because it was the same night that Shane Dawson debuted his video about the conspiracy palette, and we were featured, Shanny and I, on my Revelation News YouTube. We were featured all throughout the end of that video, and it got huge views. So the way that they responded was to swat us that night, so we couldn't enjoy it. We couldn't enjoy this amazing feat, this very cool thing of being on Shane Dawson's video so much, because he did. He featured us the most. So it was a great honor and privilege to be in the video like that. And they ruined it. And this is what they continually kept doing. From every place that we tried to move to, they would harass us with either police, calling the landlord, or both. So I ended up losing all the money I had because of having to pick up, leave stuff, like full apartments full of furniture, leaving them. And having the cost of everything was so high, and it was increasingly getting worse and worse. And that was even before inflation. It was getting very expensive to live in Colorado in the condition we wanted to, because we wanted security. So we were in a townhouse with security, armed guards. We still got stolen from, and we still got messed with. You know, the day that we got kicked out of that place in Covell, it was fake. These people actually make up fake eviction papers, fake seize your car papers, and they put them on your door or on your garage. They are literally a cult of Satanists that I also believe, in the case of a man, I won't tell you his name, but his channel was called Dragnot Silvas. I think we're dealing with sex traffickers as well. The stuff that you see in the media right now is, I think the people that harassed me and my girl are into that big time. So, with all of that said, this is put towards the Christian viewer, because that's what I'm going for. I put my tags in on my channel. I want to try and get to get an audience that was similar to what I had, just loving Christian people that want to talk about prophecy in the news and prophecy in general and Bible studies. You're going to see a couple videos on here that are addressed to a woman named Foodie Beauty, who's a joke on the internet. She's just a joke. Very sad, depressed woman. And I'm going to keep them up because there is a side of me that likes, engaging in some of that stuff sometimes. But that will be probably the last video I did on her will probably be the last video you ever see me do on her, because she's a joke. She's an extremely bad friend. And I just, again, caution people to stay away from her, because she's dangerous. She can destroy your life. If I guarantee it, she can. So that, I'm leaving it at that with the Foodie Beauty deal. But, to my Christians, oh my God, I just thought of Rand Campbell, but to my Christians, to Jesus's Christians, to Yeshua's elect, forgive me, because I have made mistakes. I'm asking for forgiveness from you, and I want to be able to connect with the community again. People like Paul Begley and Minister Paul Maxon, and there's so many communities, and you're all beautiful believers, and we just support each other. And if we have revelation from God, we share it, and I want to be in that again. I'm having this be a freedom of speech channel, so I'm not blocking people, but I want you to know that the people that are commenting on my videos mainly are, number one, from a satanic coven that literally has harassed me for almost 7 years, and Shannon almost 13 years, something like that, 12 years. You can't imagine what it's like to go through this, guys. You can't imagine how bad it is to have individuals that they don't know you at all, to destroy your reputation. Gang stalking. It's a real thing. There's a channel, and maybe she's still around. Her name is Nania. She had go to her channel if it's still up, and look at her gang stalking videos.
You remember this chick? I did a video on her. I entered the Ponage Olympics way back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember that. You had to do like a 60-second ponage, and I picked this fucking 9 Narnia or 9 Nania. She claims to be. It's like right, I think they must have based her for like used her for inspiration for the script for Stranger Things or some shit. She was like a military experiment. She was connected to angels, and she saw the future. And this is around the same time Tila Tequila was talking about the black SUVs following her and all that shit. Like that was just kind of the trendy thing at the time. All the nut bars were like psychics and shit. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Very similar to what we experienced. And there's no fighting it. So number one, it's a satanic coven of psychos that want to literally kill me and Shannon. And number two, bots that can very easily copy negative stuff and put it more in your comments. So I'm telling you right now, to my Christian brethren, the comments on this channel are evidence of massive gang stalking harassment. There's also a place called Kiwi Farms that basically is a site dedicated to slander and destroy the character of people they don't like. Christians, a lot of Christians, and other anomalies on the internet like Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn Reed and this stuff that really has no meaning, but it's entertainment. And that's what my channel is. It's entertainment. And anything you hear in my videos is never advice in anything. It's not medical advice. It's not legal advice. It's just me. It's my opinions. And I want to go back to what I was doing based on this right here, the Holy Bible. Okay? Right here. Got a Book of Mormon here. I might read some of that for you at some point. I don't know. Did I get the burning in the bosom from reading it? Yeah, I did once or twice. But I can't be a Mormon, and I never will be, because I chain smoke like a chimney, and I drink coffee. So I can't. But I love my Mormon brothers. I love my Jehovah Witnesses brothers. I love my Catholic brothers and sisters. I love all believers in Jesus Christ. All. If you love Jesus, I'm your brother, and I love you. And I let stuff go. You got to let stuff go if you're a Christian. So this was a PSA for my channel, the Reverend Jason William Egroff channel, at RevJWE. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Share this channel with fellow Christians that want to talk about prophecy, because that's what I want to do with this channel. I'm not going to engage in this silly nonsense with like reaction stuff. I want to be a prophecy channel. I want to go back to who I was, reading the Bible and doing as it says. Peace and Maranatha, everybody.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You mean when you're calling her bitch? What do you mean? Who calling who a bitch?
Who's calling who a bitch? What are you
Yeah,
talking
no one's calling. I mean, your mother. Your mother's a
I'm not
bitch.
calling
That's
my
for
mother
sure.
a bitch. No, I never called my mother a bitch. What are you talking about? Vaughn called Alice a bitch on video. No, I did not, sir.
Bitch, please.
You know, now it's real easy to doctor a video to make it look like I did that, but I did not do that.
Hang on a second. My mother's calling. Hello.
Hello, it's time to get up.
I'm up.
Okay. Come over, I need to talk to you.
What about what?
Well, just come over.
Just tell me, Mom. For fuck's sake, just tell me what you want to talk about.
I made a mistake of calling you. Forget it.
All right. Yeah. Love you too, bitch.
That was one good thing that I did find out. So no, I did not call my mom a bitch. You're a fucking liar. Okay? You're a fucking liar.
Love you too, bitch.
I don't know what's up with that video. Let's go to the source here. We'll watch it right from. Now this is the one we can't watch because it's Vaughn talking about vaccines and shit. So you never know with this motherfucker. Let's bring it up over here, folks. All right, so this is the one. I don't know what he's talking about here.
show you this. Since we're on the subject of Jews, right?
Oh, jeez.
Take a look at this.
Here we go.
Mayors and rabbis arrested in New Jersey.
I think we're safe at this part. We're safe on this part.
Dozens of New Jersey. What the fuck kind of. What? Get that shit off my face. Dozens of New Jersey politicians, officials, and prominent rabbis were arrested on Thursday, in a sweeping federal probe that uncovered political corruption, human organ sales, and money laundering from New York to Israel, officials say. The 10-year investigation, dubbed Operation Big Rig, exposed influence peddling and bribe taking among a network of public officials and a separate multi-million-dollar money laundering ring that funneled funds through charities operated by local rabbis, said the U.S. Attorney's Office in Newark, New Jersey. The cast of the 44 arrested featured Hoboken, New Jersey Mayor Pete Camerano, who took office 3 weeks ago in the industrial city visible across the Hudson River from New York. Others accused were mayors of nearby Syracuse, Secaucus and Ridgefield, state assemblymen, deputy mayor, city council members, housing, planning, and zoning officials, building inspectors, and political candidates. New Jersey's corruption problem is one of the worst, if not the worst, in the nation, said Ed Carrer, assistant special agent in charge of the FBI's white-collar crime and public corruption program in New Jersey, who has worked on the investigation since it began in July of 1999. I don't think I need to read anymore. I think I made my point. Human body parts. The Jews were buying and selling human body parts. Now, and by the way, I've got other articles, because somebody's like, well, that's just one article. Okay, great. I got about 10 more. Okay. I got about 10 more. Now, I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself. But if I was president of the United States and I had been confronted by this information where Jews were literally selling human body parts in my country, they wouldn't be in my country anymore, because I would put out an executive order banning all Jews and Muslims from being in the United States after that. That would be that's the last straw, folks. That would be the last straw for me. Because how do you know those body parts ain't one of your relatives? Oh, you don't, do you? No, you don't. There's no way to know. I hadn't thought about that, had you? Yeah. Human body parts. And if you're watching this video and you've now been thrust with this information right into your face, what say you? Do you think that Jews and Muslims that are participating in the buying and selling of human organs should stay in the United States? Because I don't think they should. I think that at this point, I think I've got enough evidence right here based on these articles, because there are many of them, that and then on top of that, we got where the Jews just did a 90,000 flash mob. 90,000 Jews did a flash mob in New York. And then New York gets on and says, we don't have a Jew problem. Oh, really? Really? 90,000 do a flash mob just like that on a whim, but you don't have a Jew problem. Okay. And then they all get together. They get thousands of chickens, and they wring the necks of all the chickens and carve them up like a turkey and have blood spraying everywhere because they grab them by the head, and they fling them around, and the blood just goes all over the damn place. Well, Vaughn, that sounds like voodoo. Aha! Somebody's awake this morning. Because that is what it is. Voodoo. So, your humble correspondent has to be at the ready because I don't know what kind of what kind of curse do you think they put on the United States? Anybody want to take a guess? And I'm being honest. I don't know. I'm being honest. I don't know what kind of curse they put on us, but they obviously did. Thousands of chickens killed right there on the street of New York. Witnessed by everybody. Everybody got their cameras out, taking pictures. Okay. Makes you wonder. Oh, well, Vaughn, I think you're exaggerating. I think you're playing it way too much. No. Like I said, everybody had their flip phones out taking pictures. Not exaggerating. Thousands of chickens killed in a voodoo ritual.
I don't know what's harder to believe about this story, that there was like a flash mob of 90,000 Jews that killed thousands of chickens doing a mass voodoo ritual, or that there were people in New York with flip phones. Everybody with flip phones. Taking video on a flip phone. I don't...
To curse the United States. And nobody is demanding that the Jews and the Muslims be deported? Really? Why? Why is that? Maybe that was the curse, that they would be immune from being deported. Well, their curse isn't going to work. Let's just put it that way. It's not going to come to fruition, whatever it is. Whatever they may have done to the United States is not going to come to fruition. We'll make sure of that.
We'll make sure of that. Well, here we go.
Have stated that they will take care of the evil. The destroyer is coming. It's on its way.
How much you want to bet Von Helton at least once has been out in his yard with that stupid robe on, casting spells against Jews, like anti-spells, to try to rebuff the Jewish curses? At least one time. I mean, come on.
And so if you're doing evil, remember, boys and girls, the gods of creation created the United States. They created it, literally. The United States of America was literally created by the gods of the universe. Literally. You don't think they're going to eventually fix what's broken in this country? Of course. They said they was. And I'm telling you right now, in the days that I talk to the gods regarding my country, because I'm sitting there, I'm literally sobbing, man. I ain't afraid to admit it. I'm sobbing because I'm seeing my country go to shit. And the gods are like, we're going to restore the Great Republic. Notice they didn't say America, though. They said the Great Republic. Now, what's the distinction? Well, the distinction is if they'd have said America, that would have been fixing the very hellhole we got now. Well, I don't want this shit. I want to go back to the republic that the founders gave us. And so that's why they said Great Republic, because they're going to restore us back to the founding fathers and what they had. And How they're going to do it, I don't know, because I can tell you right now, short of me being president of the United States, no one is going to repeal the Act of 1871 and the Act of 1913. Do you think Trump's going to do it? Fuck no. Do you think Congress is going to do it? Fuck no. Do you think Supreme Court is going to do it? Fuck no. Even though the Act of 1871 and the Act of 1913 are unconstitutional on their face. They're unconstitutional. But yet, they've been around for years, and Congress hasn't done anything. The Supreme Court hasn't done anything. President hasn't done anything. Why? Because the elites have control of the United States as a result of those two acts. That's the truth. That is the absolute truth. So, I'm short of me getting in there as president, I don't look for anybody to repeal those two things. Now, I could be pleasantly surprised. I hope that I am. But as far as I know right now, ain't nobody going to do it but yours truly. I'm the only one. So maybe y'all vote for me for president. You know, the first time I did it, I got 365 votes. 1 vote for every day of the year. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was neat. Second time I did it, didn't get shit. It's like, goddamn. Oh, well. Live and learn. But yeah, man. What kind of curse did they put on us? Because they did something. All the thousands and thousands of chickens, man. Thousands of them. Big old racks full of chickens. I'm like, God damn, that's a lot of chickens. And it was. Thousands of them. So I guess whatever they put on us, they want to make sure it sticks. Well, we're going to fix that. We're going to turn it back onto them. Because remember the threefold law, boys and girls. What you throw out comes back on you threefold. So hopefully we can make that we can make that connection with destiny arrive a little sooner than normal. Just a little bit sooner than normal. Yes. Yes, indeed. Get $30 worth of U.S. blue chip stocks. Well, what is that? 2 stocks? Shit's so expensive. And yes, we're at the 1 hour mark. I'm well aware. The gods are like, you're at the 1 hour mark, Ron. What do you want to do? Well, I don't know. I am kind of tired. But I wanted to make sure that you understood. You know, because if you still haven't figured it out, Trump played you like a fiddle, man. Totally played you. And it should be, you know, after putting a Soros lackey in there in his cabinet, and a Rothschild sycophant, and all these other globalists, and the Jews, and the Noahides.
Oh, the Noahides too, folks.
Why? Why is he doing that shit? Because he was never on your side to begin with. That's why. He was never on your side. He was never on your side. Never.
Not Trump enough for Vaughn.
And it's just now starting to dawn on you, isn't it? Yeah. Shit happens. Everything happens for a reason, even the bad shit. I truly believe that. And the gods did say we'd go through a rough patch. But then on the other side of that rough patch is absolute freedom and absolute bliss. So I'm okay with that. You know, we know the destroyer is coming. Even the King of England knew the destroyer was coming. That's why he commissioned that painting of him covered in blood, because he knew the destroyer was coming. See, when I get on here and I tell you
it's coming, folks.
Particularly if I say that what I'm telling you comes from the gods of creation, you can take it to the bank. You don't think them European oligarchs know that the destroyer's coming? You bet your ass they do. That's why he commissioned that painting of him covered in blood. Some say the painting was made with actual blood. I don't know. I don't give a shit. It's all sick, twisted fucking shit anyway. But the point is, the destroyer's coming. And they know it. They fucking know it. I don't have to tell them. They know it. So, like I said on True Social, like I said on Gab, like I've said on Getter and Patreon and everywhere else. Or Parlor, excuse me. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your head on a swivel, because this is just the beginning of craziness, I think, and surprises. Surprises that you won't like, I might add. So be prepared, and don't get mad at me, because all I did was try to tell you the truth. Oh, you don't like Trump, so you must be a Democrat. Or you don't like Trump's policies, so therefore you must be a Democrat. No, I'm a staunch conservative. Always have been. I was a conservative even as a little boy. I've always been that way. I have not changed. I have not wavered. Not once. But anyway, it is 1 hour. And, I probably do need to get some rest, because God knows there might be a mudslide or a rock slide or an earthquake or some kind of calamity that I need to address out there somewhere. So I'm going to go to sleep and address whatever calamity it is. Before I go, though, I'll read a little bit more. It says, it has become ingrained in New Jersey's political culture.
All right, I don't know.
He said, calling.
All right. So that's a little tidbit from that one. I can't, like I said, I can't play the first of it. And I have a feeling he's ending on the same note. What's going on here? Anyways, what is... Come on. All right. But we can watch this one. I think we're okay with this one.
Need for all these deadly chemicals.
Well, maybe. Let's pull it back here.
Happens to your money, because it's your money. It's not the government.
It's a little more animated here.
So if you see some on the shelf, grab it, because it's a temporary thing. If it ain't already gone, it's a temporary thing. Don't got me something.
Its sphere of influence.
All right, here we go.
And it's excellent. So, so if you see some on the shelf, grab it, because it's a temporary thing. If it ain't already gone, it's a temporary thing. It only lasts, a little while, and then it disappears. But I do have my trusty dusty cinnamon cakes here, so we're good to go. And it is not a happy day for me, because I get stuff dropped in my lap that angers me, and then I tell you, and then the trolls make thousands of hate videos. Look how angry Vaughn is. Oh my God, he must be a terrorist. He must be evil. He must be the destroyer of worlds, because I get angry. But I have reason to be angry. I have very good reason. You're going to get angry too. If you're a tax-paying American, you're going to get very angry about what I'm about to show you. You're going to get very angry. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies to tune in, because you're going to get angry over what happens to your money, because it's your money. It's not the government's money. It's your money. And you're not going to like what I'm about to tell you, because it's going to make you boiling mad. Now,
what did they raise Von Helton's benefits? Is that what he's talking about? Because it ain't his money. It's your money, folks.
Just before we get started on our main topic, I did run across something. Let me see if I can find it. Let me refresh my page and see if I can find it here right quick. And because it's, it just kind of, stuff just kind of drops in my lap,
Yeah, if you're new here, like at 11 o'clock and then like around now, the stream, it's ever since YouTube did their updates a few months ago. I don't know what's going on. But the stream it'll stream like shit for a few minutes, and it clears up, and it's fine for the rest of the night. So I don't know what to tell you.
What the hell? Pardonnez-moi, monsieur. Let's see here. No, that's not it. That's not the fucking it. No, let's see here. Keep going. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them doggies rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rawhide. Well, that's definitely not it. But we're getting there. We're getting to that. Let me see here. Keep scrolling. That's the only bad thing. I just got it this morning, so it should be right at the top. But you know how things go. It's not always where you want it to be. No. Mm-mm. Nope. No, it is not. Where are we at here? I'm looking. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. We found it. We found it, folks. All right. I don't know. I don't know if this is necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing, and so we're going ahead and do it. European wind turbines are at a standstill amid an ongoing wind drought. The wind has stopped moving. Now, that is interesting because you have this thing called the jet stream, and it's not supposed to stop moving. So I don't know what to say, except what this guy says: build some solar panels.
It's kind of funny because Vaughn being in tune with nature, via the gods, monitoring earthquakes, mudslides, all kinds of weather phenomena, had to learn about this from a fucking meme that he saw online. And of course, I guess he can't do anything about it because who cares if they're not around him, right? Even though people around him still suffer from devastating weather, but that's another story.
We can't build solar panels because they're constantly in either fog or cloudy weather over in the UK. I mean, they're the weather's notorious for fogs and clouds. So building solar panels ain't going to do you no good either. Maybe we ought to see if we can hold some people ransom until they cough up that Tesla technology that allows us to draw energy right out of the atmosphere for free and power our homes, our cars, our trains, our planes, our automobiles, anything else, our electric toaster. Just power everything with energy straight out of the atmosphere. But yeah, supposedly the air is not blowing. Don't know if that's true, but that's what it says. So there it is. It dropped this morning, and I thought I would share it with you. So there you go. Now, I'm sure some smarmy-ass troll is just Googling as fast as he can Google to see if indeed the air has stopped moving in Europe. Well, I'm just going by what it says there, okay? I didn't make that. Somebody else did, and they dropped it, and I grabbed it, and I showed it to you. So there you go. So anyways, now back to the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey used to say. Because we do have a story, and it's one that's going to make you angry. It sure as hell made me angry, and I got a funny feeling it's going to make you angry. And let me find some more pictures here, because that's what we do. Find all kinds of good shit. Yes, we do. But I got angry this morning, and I feel justified in being so. And you're going to find out why here in a minute. As soon as I get my pictures ready to go here. Scrolling. Keep them doggies scrolling. Right. Okay, there we go. Okay, beautiful. Now let me set all this up. Okay, so we got it all set up here. Here's the deal. All right. Back in 2009, your humble correspondent took a trip to Washington, D.C. And I went to D.C. to propose a modern-day maglev train system for the United States. We could literally ship produce from LA to New York in 2 hours. They say, well, Vaughn, that's fantastic. But how does that help us? Well, it helps us in the fact that we don't have the need for all these deadly chemicals and pesticides because you're literally going to get the food fresh that day. You would literally get the food fresh that day. Not only that, but a modern day maglev train system would just create all kinds of jobs for workers, jobs for truckers, jobs for engineers, jobs for electricians. Literally, it would create just unbelievable amounts of jobs for people. Also, the benefit of the modern day maglev train system is that we can have it up off the ground so that, everybody can just keep going where they're going and not have to be stopped by a train. Anybody been stopped by a train while you're driving and have to sit there for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours? Yeah, no more. Maglev train systems up off the ground typically. And so you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to wait for the train anymore. Isn't that great? Now you say, well, Bon, do we really need it? I mean, we got a train system in America. Yes, we have a train system. And our train system, get this. You ready for this? Are you sitting down? You're going to love this. This is great. Our train system here in the United States is 74 years old. Feel safe yet? 74 years old. Not even exaggerating. I calculated it on a calculator. We have an old diesel system from 1950, folks. It is 74 years old. We desperately need a modern maglev train system in this country. When your train system in your country is 74 years old, don't be surprised if you hear about derailments and trains breaking down and shit like that, because it's going to happen. We desperately need a modern day system. And the beauty of this is that even my haters cannot deny this, because I had pictures, I had video, from where I went to DC and, where I submitted my idea and all that, so even my haters can't deny this. This is something that that I'm quite proud of. And of course I get to DC, and when I get to DC, I get shot down in flames, of course, because reasons. We ain't got the money for that, Mr. Von Hilton, or something to that effect, Oh, we got billions to give to Ukraine, and we got billions to give to Israel, and we got billions to give to Poland, and we got billions to give to fucking Iran. We give money to Iran, people that are screaming and raising their fists in the air, screaming death to America, and we gave them billions of dollars. Are you fucking kidding me? Yes, look it up. Google it right now, trolls. I dare you. Yeah, we actually gave money, billions of dollars to Iran, one of our enemies, somebody that wants to kill us. How's that for a wake-up call this morning? We literally gave your money to a country that gets up every morning, puts their fist in the air, and screams death to America. We literally gave your money to those people. Are you happy yet? You feeling better now? Are you awake yet? So this is all documented, well documented in the past, that I went to DC and submitted my idea for a modern day maglev train and got shot down in flames. Just amazingly, I wasn't quite surprised by getting shot down, but I thought, hell, I'll give it a shot. I mean, Washington D.C. is only 9 hours away, folks, as a crow flies. So anyway. So, we find out, what do we find out? We find out that China now has a modern day maglev train system.
Wait a minute.
The fastest in the world, by the way.
I just want to point out this motherfucker just made the point that DC is folks, DC is only 9 hours away. Okay? It's only 9 hours away. And he'll go there to fight for a monorail or whatever the fuck he's ranting about. I actually stepped away for a minute. Pardon me. Only 9 hours away, folks. Yet, his kids being an hour or two away was in the same state, right? Just traveling out of the county was just, no. Can't do her. Can't do her. Sorry, buddy. Can't do her, bud. He's like, no. Can't do it.
At least according to some reports. There it is. I used it for the title picture, in fact. The fastest train on earth right there is in China. And so far, nobody's disputed that claim, so we're going to assume that that is indeed the case. Modern day maglev train system, what I proposed for the United States. Okay. Literally getting produce from LA to New York in 2 hours. So the produce is fresh. Okay. Well, if you're getting fresh produce, you don't need harmful preservatives. You don't need a bunch of deadly chemicals. Folks, we used to have this field out here used to be a tobacco base. Let me come back up. This field out here that's next to me used to be a tobacco base. All right. And you get this can of powder that you got to put on the tobacco plants, right? And I am not exaggerating. I am literally not exaggerating. You pull a tab on the side of the can, and let me back up a little bit. And you pull the tab on the side of the can, and the whole thing unravels way the fuck out to here. And it's a list of chemicals and deadly side effects if you do not wear gloves, do not wear a mask, and do not wear eye protection. I mean, you just keep pulling and keep pulling and and it literally makes a train all the way out to about right here. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating. Okay. And it's like, holy shit, no wonder people get cancer. You know, I mean, come on. Holy sheep, Batman. I mean, that there's that's a lot of chemicals, okay? And all of them deadly, by the way. So I can speak with authority when I say that, we need to do something about the deadly chemicals that we're putting on our plants and whatnot. And obviously, we don't need that shit if we're literally shipping the produce from LA to New York in 2 hours, or from wherever to New York in 2 hours. And like I said, the modern day maglev train system can be elevated to where that it doesn't impede traffic. We can have it to where that have modern terminals, modern looking terminals and buildings, and the truckers get jobs, ferrying produce from one maglev station to the other. So it creates jobs for the truckers as well. Because, that's the big complaint. Well, if you have a modern day maglev train system, the truckers will lose money. No, we'll actually create jobs for truckers, not lose nothing is going to get rid of the trucker. Okay. The truckers are an integral part of this country, and I would never do anything to take that away. And so we're not going to mess with the truckers. What we're going to do is we're going to build more jobs for truckers to ferry produce from one station to the other. So imagine this morning, you guys are going to get mad as hell. You're going to get really, really upset. But that's just the way the old ball bounces. So let me see. Is it right? Is it next? Let me see if it's next. Yes, it is. Okay. All right. So I don't even have to switch it out there. It's ready to go. Okay. All right. So now what did we find? We find that Israel now has a high-speed modern day maglev train system. Whoa, where the fuck did that come from, boys and girls? Where did that come from? And there's another picture. Do you want to be in pictures? Arf, arf, arf. Mm-hmm. Yeehaw, folks. Modern day maglev train system in Israel. Now, it's not faster than China's, but it is a modern day maglev train system. The very thing that I wanted for the United States. Do you realize, ladies and gentlemen, that Israel now acquiring a maglev train system makes the United States the only industrial country that doesn't have one? Were you aware of that? How many of you are aware of that? Show of hands. How many?
The Jews beat them again, folks.
Oh, Vaughn, that's ridiculous. No, actually, it's not. France has one. Spain has one. Portugal has one. China has one, as I showed you. Japan has one. In fact, I think Japan has a couple of them. Everybody's got a modern-day maglev train system except the United States. Why? Why is that, folks? Think about that for a minute. Why the fuck is everybody on the damn planet that's industrialized have a modern-day maglev train system except America? Good question, isn't it? Yeah. Damn good question. You know, I get it all the time from liberals and Democrats. Well, what can we bitch about? Okay, we'll bitch about this. Your tax dollars just paid for a modern-day maglev train system in Israel. You paid for that. You did. You paid for that train. But yet they refuse to put a train here in the United States. Pissed off yet? You should be. You literally paid for that. Not even kidding. The billions that we send to Israel paid for that train. Absolutely it did. Now, I'm sure some smarmy troll will find a website where Israel will claim that, you know, not 1 cent of American money went to the train. Well, that's BS. When we send the money to Israel, obviously they're going to use it on whatever the fuck they got going on, and this is what they got going on. So they can sit there and you know, rearrange the deck chairs on the Titanic all day long, all they want. But the truth of the matter is that our sending money to Israel built that train. Yes, it fucking did. You know, they can sit there and make excuses about it all they want. I don't give a shit. But the truth of the matter is that, yeah, your taxpayer money went to build that train. You can bet your sweet ass it did. So, now, when you couple that with the fact that in 2009, I proposed a modern-day maglev train system to Washington, D.C. and got rejected, this should make you very angry. Angry enough to hopefully want to bitch at your senator and your congressman and let them know how you feel about this shit. How you feel about your tax dollars building Israel a goddamn maglev train while we sit here and languish with trains that are 74 fucking years old and are prone to derail. See, the modern day maglev train system, now this one, it's hard to see on this picture, but see, a maglev train system is different because the train literally, the body of the train literally wraps around the track. Okay, here's the track. And the body of the train literally wraps around the track. It can't derail. It would take a really, really strong earthquake to derail a maglev train. And even then, it would be very, very hard to do because you can make it to where that these, you know, the maglev track is elevated. So you can have it to where it'd be earthquake, pardon me, be earthquake proof and would absorb a lot of the shock and vibration. Pardon me. What do you want, Poppy? Floppy's like, I heard something. What did you hear, Floppy? I heard Daddy burp and I had to come and see. Is that what it was? Yeah, I heard Daddy burp and I had to come and see. All right. But anyways, so yeah, this does not make me happy. This infuriates the shit out of me. Because maglev train, that's been my thing, you know. Here, you want it? I don't know. It just really rubs me raw, man. But I'm sure the Israelis will try to claim, oh, well, your money never, not one dime of American money went to that. Yeah, bullshit. That's a lie. It had to. It literally had to. Okay. But they can spend it however they want. I don't give a shit. But your tax dollars paid for that train. You can bet your ass it did. What do you want? Tap, tap, tap. Let me see what he wants real quick. What do you want, Floppy Dog? What's the matter, buddy? I don't think even he knows what he wants. I took him to the door, and I mean, he's got water, he's got dog food, so I took him to the door, and he didn't go out. So I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, this does not make me happy, not in the least. So, you know, I thought I'd share this morning and let y'all know that this is something that is happening with your money, because it is your money. It does not belong to the American government. It is your money. So if you ever wondered what those billions that we keep sending to Israel for, well, there's one thing right there. There it is, man. You know, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say to you? Because I have to tell you, I have to tell the truth, you know. You know, like I said, they'll probably spend it and try to say, "Oh, well, we never spent one dime of that money on the." Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. So, fascinating stuff. And now you understand why I'm upset this morning. Because I am upset. There's just no getting around it. Somebody said that there was in other news here. Let's in fact let's do that. Let's just go on ahead and do the breaking news thing there. All righty, in breaking news, apparently there is a UFO over in the UK at an airport, and apparently it looks like a glowing tea kettle. So, mystery solved. We have found the glowing tea kettle, and you know, and this is apparently the UFO in question, and well, you know, they said it looked like a ball, but
well, how is it mystery solved if it's still a UFO? Like, what?
That doesn't look like a ball. It looks like a glowing tea kettle, doesn't it? I guess when it's not glowing, it looks like a ball, and when it's glowing, it looks like a tea kettle. But there it is, through the rainy windows. This is an actual photo from the collection of photos that have been put out there for public consumption. And I think it looks like a tea kettle. What do you think it looks like? Do you think it looks like a ball or a tea kettle? Now, supposedly when it's not lit up like a Christmas tree, it looks like a ball, but that looks more like a tea kettle to me. You tell me. So, mystery solved. We have found the glowing tea kettle, so you all can rest easy, knowing that everybody is on the job and keeping us safe from flying tea kettles. So, there you go. And it is exactly 1 hour, and that's a good thing. So we're going to end it on the or exactly 1/2 hour, excuse me, 29:18, 29:19. It says somewhere around there, close enough for government work. But we're going to get out of here and went. So be of good cheer. we have discovered the glowing tea kettle, the glowing flying tea kettle. It's a flying tea kettle that glows. And so everybody is safe now. We've got it under control. What the fuck? Some of this stuff just writes itself, man. I swear to God. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. Oh, by the way, some smarmy asshole that never served in the military was talking shit about my salute. Maybe you ought to serve before opening up your fucking mouth about my salute. Because I actually served and your fucking fat ass didn't. So keep your mouth off of my salute. Okay? Now if you serve and then you want to talk shit about my salute, fine. But you didn't serve in no fucking military. So get your mouth off my goddamn salute. And besides, I'll salute however the fuck I want because I'm a free American. I'm not a slave. At least not yet. We'll see what happens under the Trump administration of globalists, Jews, and God knows who else. We'll see what happens under that administration. But for right now, I'm still free. And free and independent to be what I need to be. So, and besides, the gods will protect me any fucking way. So fuck you. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. Bye.
And there we are, folks. That's what's new in the world of lulls. Like I said, it's a little shorter than usual. I think we've breached the 2-hour mark. Yeah, I mean, that's where we're at. So Vaughn's on this kick about the Jews, and I think it's more because they beat them. They beat them again to this extravagant train system that, Vaughn. Anyways, you know the story. You know the details, folks. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Let's call it early. Let's do something different tonight. We'll cut it a little early. I'm going to maybe go to Tim Hortons and get myself an apple fritter. I think maybe that's what I'm going to do. Hot chocolate and an apple fritter. I think that sounds like a good way to cap the evening, folks. But thank you very much. We'll keep you up to date. Like I said, we're kind of in a lulls lull right now, which is weird. But we're coming up to Christmas, and something usually goes down at Christmas. I'm going to predict a Rev and Shanny show of some sort. I don't know, folks. We'll just see where the winds take us. And until then, be good to yourselves and to each other. And we'll see you next time.